Alright, our today's topic is coping strategies in a fledgling economy. But before I introduce my guest, let's go on a short break and be right back.
Restaurant broadcaster.
It's your regular host in Nahon. We are reaching you live from 1.3 FM Radio Maria here in Abuja. Alright, my guest is Mr. Emeka Obieke, a veteran broadcaster, public relation consultant. Mr. Obieke, you're welcome to Society at 3.
Thank you for having me.
Alright, before we went on break, I told you people that our topic for today is coping strategies in a fledgling economy. Alright, fledgling economy, as if the grammar is too high. What do you think?
Well, it's English language to achieve something. Yet, even when such energies are invested, you achieve little and nothing. So that's precisely, I think, what we're talking about here.
That's the fledgling economy.
Fledgling economy, yeah.
Alright, so you know, I say it's a practical thing. Me and you know that it's a practical thing. Everybody's feeling the heat.
Yeah.
Like, okay, let me take you as an example.
Yeah.
I know that you don't really go through what we go through in our present days, because you know you have done your own a lot of things. You know, say you get level pass, like person like me now, you get level pass.
I don't understand.
No, because as the economy is hitting me,
Yes.
I know it's not hitting you like that.
No. That's
Because you don't look it.
No. Forget about the cosmetic approach. You don't see it in the looks, though you see it in the looks. But if I have to go by looks, then I think there has to be some maximum deception there, because you ladies used to pad yourself up, all these layers of pancake and all those things. And once you step on the street, you wouldn't know how much you have in your pocket, maybe 5 naira or 10 naira. So you find out that.
Like, do you know why I say that it's hitting hard on me? Because, like, let me see, 3 days ago,
Yes.
I used my Fulani motor. sorry. I used my
Yeah, Legades bench.
yes.
Right?
So I trekked home.
Yes.
All right. So me looking at the way I package,
Yes.
will somebody ever think that I will trek home?
No, not at all. That's
Just
what
like
I'm saying.
you know, too far,
Mhm.
go soon reach.
No, you are just, there's a way you do that kind of work. You'll be going by the side, and somebody will think that you're almost close
That
to
is
there.
why now we say you know too far, go soon reach. Well, from there you now trek from Abuja to Nasarawa State. All right. So what's the, let me say, the government and the governed?
Yes.
What strategy is the government using to balance the equation? Because I don't know how we got here, and do you think that we can still come out from this?
Well, the only thing that sustains a human being is hope. And
Sorry, you said hope. Do Nigeria have hope?
I said the only thing that sustains a human being is hope. Once you don't have hope, you are dead. Because hope is something you are looking up to that eventually it will materialize. Like you that uses Legades Benz.
Hey, God, I don't suffer.
I know you have, you want to have maybe a Lexus SUV someday,
Of course.
and you believe that what you are doing right now, professionally, will someday somehow guarantee you such. And once you remember that, you haven't gotten that alone, but the mere fact that it has just come to your mind, and you are already relishing how you are going to be cruising on that car.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
Yes. At least it will give you some momentary joy and relief that somehow, someday, things will get better. So that's why I say that the bottom line of the whole thing is hope. Now, we got to this point somehow. It's not a day's thing. It was a gradual process that got us to this point. And unfortunately, somebody mentioned something that struck me. He said, how come that when each government comes, we always refer to the previous government as better. Are we moving forward or backwards? You see, well, when you have to make reference to the previous government as not as being better than the current one, that is somehow retrogressive. That's a retrogressive movement. And invariably, what it suggests is that not much improvement is made. Now, the current situation we are facing right now is a very precarious one, in the sense that both the government and the governed are at a crossroad. Crossroads in the sense that the government does not know what to expect from the government the next minute, and the government does not always take into consideration the feeling of the people before they launch a program on the people. So in a situation like that, you find a kind of disequilibrium in terms of perception. Now, the key language here is perception. What I perceive the government intention to be. Is it pugilistic? Is it intended to suffer the masses? Is it a deliberate act to make the people suffer? These are perceptions people do have.
Yeah.
When there is an onslaught of a program that they never anticipated, and it comes across to them in such a thunderous manner, they never prepared for it. The interpretation they are giving such situation are very different. And you can imagine the mental situation of that individual when you mention that the fuel subsidy has been removed, the naira has been floated. There is a bandit and kidnappers somewhere along the line. Then he goes to the market, he can buy anything. And his purchasing power has dwindled so much that he only goes to the market to lament. Now, when you drop a program that will further aggravate his experiences, his already tortured experiences, the perception the person is going to have is that these people don't think about us. They only think about themselves. And the government and the people are supposed to be a two-way thing. The government have a responsibility to take care of the citizenry. The citizenry have a responsibility to live up to the expectations that will make the government viable and to be able to function effectively. So now, when we are talking about the response strategies that everybody is going to use in order to attend to the situation we find ourselves, we are talking about both the government and the governed, because those two are parties in this game called life. And remember, there are many spheres of influence in life. There is this political sphere, the economic sphere, the socio-cultural sphere, the religious sphere. One simple program can trigger chain reaction across all these spheres. And you know that human beings are operating in all these spheres. There are people who are pastors, there are people who are traders, there are people who are journalists like you, and there are people who are doctors who are in the health sector. And all of them go to the same market. They buy the same thing. Their purchasing powers may be different, but chances are that if you think that this man has a bigger purchasing power than you may be making a mistake. And that was why I disagree with your earlier allusion that probably your capacity is better than mine, or that my capacity
No, I
is
said
better
your
than
capacity is better than mine. Because you see, there's no comparison. Make I know if you go there, beg, I beg. I know if you go.
No, let me tell you something. Let me give you an analogy of an incident that happened. Somebody lives in a mansion. He drives a Rolls Royce.
Powerful.
He has maid, cook, drivers, and
Domestic
servants,
staff.
and domestic staff, as they call them. His children are schooling in Ivy League schools in the United States, and the best schools in the Europe. And he has a big Lister generator that can power the whole environment here. When you look at all these factors that I've enumerated around him, they are expenses. Now, let me break it down further.
All right, so before you break it down, I think we'll go on a short break. I'll be right back.
Already?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
And then my guest is Mr. Emeka Obieke, a veteran broadcaster and public relation consultant. All right, I want to open the phone lines for your contribution. Then the number to call is 081 084 47518. 081 084 47518. All right, before we went on break, you wanted to
Yes, I was trying to drive a point home.
Yeah.
That in Igbo language, let me just put it and express it. Konya rakisina wera.
Okay.
You understand what I mean? As big as your head, so is as big as the headache. Let me just put it in that simple way.
I'm happy my own is small.
So now, you yourself, somebody within that locality where that rich man is living, will have probably a problem of 5,000 naira. That's all he needed. And he believes that once he gets that 5,000 naira, it's going to solve a lot of problems for him. Then he moves into the rich man's house and solicits for 5,000. And the man said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I only have 1 million naira in the house, and I don't think I can spare anything." The man that visited looking for 5,000 naira may feel very offended that this man has as much as 1 million in the house, yet he cannot spare just 5,000. But you may not understand that the fuel pump of his Rolls Royce is about 450,000 naira. You may not understand that his child's school fees is coming, which is close to, he paid that one in dollars now or in pounds.
Yeah.
So by the time you calculate it, you find out that that 1 million naira is almost commensurate with that 5,000 naira you're looking at. I don't know if you understand the point I'm looking at. So invariably, at whatever level we find ourselves.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Please, your name and where you're calling from.
This mayor.
Okay. Okay.
You know, you said something, say Nigeria still has hope.
Yes.
You know, I believe that Nigeria never was rich Samaria when they are killing their children to eat. You know, when you go to America, you're going to see America that maybe saying that God bless America. They are praying for their nation. How many of us, even though we are Christian, that maybe we are praying for our nation? We are the 99% of prayer. God bless us. God bless us. God bless us. If the Nigeria cannot be moved forward, we cannot speak great thing to our country. Forget about it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. Please, it's just 30 seconds, please. We are about to run.
See, what I'm trying to say is that let us not be tribalistic. Let us not be maybe religiously. Let us follow together, join hands together, and build new Nigeria. Thank you. God bless you.
All right, thank you very much.
That boils down to what I'm saying, that we still have hope. Hope in the sense that what we are experiencing today is a passing phase. It is not cast in stone. The person who is whoever he is a human being. He will one day live and will continue to live. Probably the next person that may succeed him in your local government or in your state or in the country could be a better person that can move us forward. But once you say we have lost hope, once you lose hope, you now lose that energy, that positive energy to work hard. Even if you have to create something that you can use for yourself. And once you say you have lost hope, that's the end of it all. But once you have hope, you are looking forward to a better tomorrow. That will give you that positive energy you need to break through. Even if you're not thinking about doing some other things other than the regular thing you do. And once you see the challenges are coming, you now begin to think positively on ways you can handle such problems, creating new avenues of making money or bringing revenue to yourself. So in a situation like this, I don't want us to say that we have lost hope. No, you don't lose hope. Because one is that we are individuals. Before the people who are in government now came into their positions, we are.
Yes,
we have
existed.
We exist there, right? And there were people who came before them. And even those people, we thought that we were going to end with them. But we didn't end with them. Right now, we thought the situation is worse. And some people think, oh, we are going to see the end of the world. No, we're not seeing the end of the world. It is a passing phase. It will come and pass. The only thing I advise people now is you have to be multidimensional in your thinking. If you only have one source of income, please try to diversify. Look around you. Find something that you can conveniently do that can yield extra cash or income. Then it may carry you all through the period that we're experiencing this low-cost period. Then when you must have stabilized, maybe after this government, you'll be the better for it.
People will say if we survive now.
No, you will survive. There's no way you won't survive.
All right.
You will survive.
Like you said, you know, I've learned a lot now. Just now, I've learned a lot. So I think I will re-strategize. I will start putting my hope, and when I say, okay, since they say there's hope, I will say to myself, there's hope. I can still cope, and I will succeed, and Nigeria will succeed, because if Nigeria succeeds, me too, I will succeed.
Of course.
Okay. So finally, so what's the solution to economic crisis?
No, there's no one-way solution to it.
No, just give us just few.
It is.
Because we are not, time is.
Well, the economic crisis is this for the government. Please prepare the mind of the people when you are bringing a policy, so that they won't think that you are trying to use them. For instance, if we are trying to remove fuel subsidy, prepare the minds of the people.
Of course.
Create a situation where they will now land softly on a pad when you bring such program. Because such program will definitely come with the hardship.
Yes.
But once you prepare the ground,
you alleviate it a little bit.
that is it.
Okay, you were talking about CNG. This CNG thing, they're supposed to have done something about it.
The CNG, they're supposed to have, first of all,
before they pull out the subsidy.
Exactly.
Now we don't know if it's real or it's audio.
No, the fact is that there are CNGs here and there, but the price of converting CNG, how many people can afford it? And the health hazard associated with, some people claim that the gas tank they used to put in the distance, normally sometimes it floats. You know, so I think
how we pack people inside buses, no space.
Yes. So if we are doing CNG, let it be a pure customized CNG vehicle coming in fresh. Not to tell people to go and convert. No, now, because, and again, there aren't much outlets where you can refill. There aren't much outlets. And I don't know how many people now, how many CNG you can bring into this country that can get around the people.
Because we are too many.
We are too many. You know, so that is it. Then the issue of the banking sector, sometime last week, there were some hiccups. And they said they were upgrading. Nobody was informed. These are what I'm saying. It's not only the government. For instance, it's only when people started experiencing the hiccups in their transaction that they noticed, oh, something's going wrong with the bank. And people started running helter-skelter. And even there was a theory that is flying everywhere now, and I think the government should look at it, that what they are now doing is to, that the government has directed the banks, so they said, that is the rumor flying around, that they should be taxing every money that comes into anybody's account. And that's why they are upgrading. So if you beg your uncle to give you 5,000 and they launch your account, the government will tax it.
All right, I think we'll continue with this one because time. Okay, so this is where we draw the curtain for today's topic. Oh, anyway, we'll continue with this topic next week.
Because we haven't started.
Of course. All right, thank you, Mr. Emeka Obieke.
Thank you very much.
All right, see you next week.
Thank you.